Working class unite. Together we can. Defeat the people hoarding homes. By boycotting short-term rentals, all Airbnbs, VRBOs.
For years now that housing prices have been climbing to shocking levels around the world. This is not a problem that is isolated to just the United States. Home prices globally have exploded in the post-2008 era. That's over 10 years, and to make it even worse, for the majority of the decade, the rate was under 4%. This seemed to be great for the masses, as regular hardworking people had the opportunity to purchase homes using record low rates, but it also made the environment extremely attractive to the rich investor class, which used this opportunity to leverage an unbelievable amount of money to buy second homes, investor homes, vacation homes, and Airbnbs. It's reported that today, almost 40% of all homes in the country are owned by someone who does not live there, and clearly this decline in primary owners has been on the downfall since 2007, coinciding with these interest rate changes. Simply put, the house has been turned into an ATM for a certain class of people, and this has now ruined it for the rest of us. If you dig into it, you'll see that a lot of these homes were acquired by something called DSCR loans. Long story short, if you begin to dig into these types of loans, you will see that they're not exactly the type that screams security and stability. These are financial instruments that were originally intended to be used for commercial properties like resorts and hotels, but have since been expanded to include Airbnbs. When a lender approves you for this type of loan, it's typically not based on personal income at all. It's based on future cash flow. In simple terms, this means that you as an investor could theoretically go to a bank offering this product and argue that a particular property will generate X amount of dollars operating as an Airbnb, and the bank, not checking your personal income or debt, will approve you based only on the estimated future revenue of this supposed Airbnb. Now, the problem or fear with this is that banks and investors made wild assumptions regarding future cash flows, overstating them by a large margin. The home has been converted into a resort, and now that the word is out, the entire business has become oversaturated just as demand is falling. The theory presumes that many of these DSCR loans are going bad, and forced selling by these investors will kickstart a big crash in the market. Something called the Pareto principle, meaning that prices in an entire neighborhood can be reset by a mere handful of sales. It's the 80-20 rule, but in practice, it can be even more narrow. What is observed in many cities is that just 4% of sales can reset the valuation for 64% of houses. As Charles Hugh Smith puts it, 40 houses selling for around $450,000 will reset the valuation of 1,000 nearby homes from $800,000 to $450,000. This is why an apparently modest number of fire sales of money-losing Airbnbs will dissolve the floor under bubble valuation. When a fire sale begins, it's very hard to stop, and with transaction volume so low, it really wouldn't take a lot of forced selling for prices to collapse in a way that we have never seen before.